Hi everyone, back again. We're going to actually play the game. So I'm logged out, I'm in Mapper. You can log in either using your account name, which you would have set up, or your character name. The password is the same. So I'm going to log in MLAS. Oh, next. Let's do that. Connecting. MLAS. And my password. And we're going to start out the tutorial. So this is a little introduction, show you a few bits and pieces about the very basics on how to play the game, how to interact with the world around you. And basically this is a text-based game. You have to communicate and type the right things for the game to understand what you want to do and to interact with the world and actually see what's going on around you. So you can understand where you are, what is in the same place that you're in, what your enemies look like, just how well you're going. And here we go. Type look to see where you are. And I'm in a cozy room. There's a knock. Hang on, I'm not going to get the knock yet. So each room has a description in the title. You've got the green cozy room. There's a description here, and it's also up in this description panel. You don't have to actually have that description panel there. You can always get rid of it, but I like it. You can see there's a backpack here. There's a lantern, which is pretty important, a bed, and there's a book on the bed. So I am going to look again, but I'm going to be lazy and I'm just going to type L to look. Most commands you'll find that if you type 2 or 3 letters at the beginning of the name, it's probably going to work for the basic commands. And later on we'll discuss aliases. So I'm going to firstly get all. I want everything in the room. If I wanted to just get the backpack, I'd say get backpack. Now if I want to, actually, he's pretty insistent. All right, I'm just going to wear all, and open exit to open the door. If there's more than one door, because you can go north, south, east, west, up and down. Oh, who's this? A man with a pointy hat. I wonder who that could be. I won't give it away. Don't look over here. That could be trying to trick you. So at the moment we're here. You can see on the map there's a little red man with an exclamation mark above his head. If you see that somewhere, it's someone you can interact with. So in this case, it's this man who, I guess we don't know who he is yet, this old man with a pointy hat, but it's a good place to go to get quests. If you see that in the map, there's probably someone you can ask for help, or they will tell you a bit about the world or do something like that. Speaking of which, I better say yes. So say yes. If you're doing a quest, you have to actually accept it. If you don't accept it, they're just going to move on. They're going to go, oh, he's not interested, and just go. Which we don't want to do here because we're not even in the game proper yet. Oh, bow to Gandalf. Hello. How you going, Gandalf? And while we're here, why don't we see what it looks like? So you can say, examine Gandalf. There we go. And you can read its description. You can do that with most people and monsters and things in the game. And you can also see what he's wearing. He's got an oak staff with a softly glowing aura. I'm going to guess that's something to do with magic. Okay, let's see. Okay, Gandalf's getting spooked, which is not a good sign. While we're here, why don't I examine myself? Examine self? Can I do that? Oop, I don't even look. Better type it right. There we go. This is what I look like. Later on we can talk about it, but we can put in a description for ourselves as well. But at the moment you can see I'm holding a book and a lantern. Ooh, let's look at this book. Oh, he wants me to help him. Here's a book. You can actually have a look at this book while we're here. Come on, Gandalf. I'd love to stay. Read book. Okay. Look, page 1. Oh, hold on. Yes. If you don't want to write stay, you can actually do an apostrophe and yes, and that's all you need to do. So Sometimes you might find yourself doing that in text if you play this game long enough. Right, grab your things. Oh, I'll need a weapon. Thank you. What are you going to give me? Woohoo! I'm going to dance for joy. I've got a sword, a long sword. All right. So I'm going to wield sword. Oop. And now I'm holding my sword. Let's have a look at my inventory. I just type I and V. It's going to be a bit easier. I've got a Welthoms book. All right. My equipment. EQ is a lot easier. There we go. I've got a sword, lit lantern. Yep. I will nod solemnly back to you. Thanks, Gandalf. And follow, of course. We can just say follow instead of follow, follow Gandalf. Now wherever he goes, I'm going. And once you start teaming up with other players, this is what you can do as well. They'll lead you around, and you can just sort of go along for the ride and assist them, just help out. Oh, look at him smiling at me. I must have done something good. Okay, we're going to find some allies. And we're in the Cozy Inn again. Alright, things aren't going too well. People aren't liking each other. Thanks, Gandalf. You can see this room, if we look up here, there's two exits, east and south. Before we said open exit, oh, there's a crate. Can I open this crate? What's in this? Oh, quick, quick, quick. Missed it. I might go back for that one, see what's inside. If there's two exits, and you write open exit, which one are you going to open? So you can write open exit east, open exit south, or S, N, the south, the north, up and down, etc., etc. Alright, he's going off. Sick me ahead. Okay, you want me to go east? He's gone east, I'm going to go back to that crate. Okay, let's examine the crate. What's inside it? Alright. So, syntax. It's a very important part to get your head around in this game. If I want to get something from somewhere, we start with a verb, get, knife, because that's what I'm acting upon. And where am I getting it from? Crate. And I've got my knife. Or if there are lots of things there, I could say get all crates. That's a bit easier. And let's say wear all. And suddenly I'm going to wear my belt. This is something as well, so if you want to give something to someone, give 10 gold Gandalf. And if you do things in that order, it's the first key to just sort of things making sense, because otherwise you can get stuck sometimes. So when you're speaking and doing things, that's different, but if you're interacting with the world, that's the way you do it. Alright, so let's go. I'm going to be going a bit slow here and there. Part of that is because I'm in Australia and there's a really big lag between here and Switzerland's where the game is. Oh, come on. Oh, I forgot to put the music on. All people. Let's turn that down. Yeah, there's a soundtrack to this game as well, and I should have remembered to put that on. So let's go. Come on, Gandalf, where are we going? Oh, okay, we're up to a door. You can see the little door here. Thanks, Gandalf. Yep, I made it. It's going to be trouble. So you can open a door, you can also close a door. As we go on, you can unlock a door if you've got a key. You can pick an exit if you have lockpicks. Oh, the snake! Quick, quick! Can I kill the snake? Kill snake! Okay. Gandalf won't let me. Oh, alright. An important thing I forgot to tell you guys. Consider. Consider the snake. If you slightly higher level than you, so that sounds like it's bad, but then it says easy. So basically it's going to give you a very rough idea of whether you can take something on. If something is a perfect match, that does not mean go for it. That means one of you will die in this battle, basically, and perhaps you don't want to get all the way down to nothing. Let me see. Would you open the gate? Okay, open gate. And I need to say that, I think, because it's called a gate. Because some doors are named, and that makes it so you can say open exit east, or you can say open gate if there's a name to it. Go. Yeah, whoop, there's an X on the map. That means something is gonna either try to kill you or you can try and kill it. Whoop. Well, let's try to assist. Whoop. No, this is... Come on, Gandalf, are we gonna do this? Okay, we're fighting. Flee, flee! F is always flee. Come on, run away, run away, run away! Okay, there are heaps of them there, we don't want that. Okay. If it gets too hard for you, you should run away. Basically, once you get hurt, you're going to see up here I'm down to 16 hit points. So I'm almost halfway through. I want to heal up, so let's make a campfire. Camp. You can do this anywhere out of doors. It'll give you light, but it will also give you comfort. So if I rest now, by the campfire, rest, I'm actually, oh, he gave me a bless. If I rest next to the campfire, I'm going to feel comfortable, which means I'm actually going to regenerate my moves quicker. So let's have a look at my moves. I can look at, so moves, hit points, my score, 23 out of 36 hits. My mana, that's my magic, and I've got 4 moves. So he's going to want me to rest. You don't want to get to the stage, especially early on, of almost dying every single battle, because then you're going to be doing a lot of resting. You can make it quicker sometimes if you go to sleep. So SL is a much quicker way to say it. You're going to regen more quickly. Let's check my score again. SC, 28 out of 36. You can always wake up. If you're resting and sleeping, you're more vulnerable. And if you're sleeping as well, you're not actually... There's a lot that goes on in the game around people will be doing what's called narrating, where they're giving information and showing you a bit more... Okay, I've got to rest. Showing you a bit, telling you basically that something else is going on. So it is sometimes a good idea to just keep awake so you can get those messages. Okay, we're going to rest here for a bit longer. We're going to have a check now. Let's have a look at our statistics, which we'll look at a bit. Oh, he's whistling songs. Is that the horse? Is that Shadowfax? You can see here, I'm comfortable. And he blessed me. Unable to quit, which means I can't actually leave the game intentionally at the moment because I just been in a battle. You have to wait till basically the adrenaline goes before you're able to leave the game. Alright, stand. You can always do ST to stand. Let's examine the horse. Ooh, that's pretty cool. And he's riding the horse. You'll often just ride on your own, but you can be a bit like Pippin and jump on the back. So ride. Oh, ride horse. Now I'm on the back behind Gandalf, and he can take me wherever we want to go. We'll get into battle a bit more later. 4 enemies at once is bad news, and we'll just, not just because there's a lot, but it's actually far worse. 4 or something is far worse than 4 times the danger of 1 enemy. And we will go through that a bit later. Alright, where are we going? Going south. These wargs mean business. You're not going to be taking a warg for a while, so when you start out, everyone's a bit weak, and even if you're a magician, a magic user of some sort, it's probably better to act like you're a fighter at the beginning because your spells are not going to be good at all. And so we're going to be going through the warrior's pathway to start with, because really basically you've got to do that or you won't survive. If you rely on magic spells, your spells just aren't going to be that great, and we're going to discuss later, a lot of them just won't work or won't be very good when they do work. Our adventure has concluded, so I will dismount. You can always say dis. Stop around the horse. The Black Mountain Hills, alright. So there's a smith there. Let's give you a bit of information. We're going to visit some guildmasters. We're going to visit the smith. We are going to fight some enemies, but that's not going to be in this video. If there is anything that comes to mind, and I'll keep on coming back to this as we go, there's a really extensive help system. Type help and a word that you think might be something that you want to know about, and it will be able to give you information. And before I go, Mailton. So we're going to see Mailton, and he is our concierge of quests. He's going to show us what we can do. All right, so we are going to type south and go to Black Hill Village. But I'm going to trip on the way, and actually I'm going to lose all my stuff. But we will talk about that in the next video. All right. I think if you do the same thing, you're going to see the same thing happen as I am right now. We don't need to watch that in the video. Okay. All right. Till next time. See you later.